All right, so I was at work and saw this drop. Secret Lair X Sonic. There's 3 different drops. My little butthole puckered. I screamed, I cried, I threw up everywhere. My bosses were looking at me crazy. I got stuff popping up on my screen. Yeah, man. So I'm on EDH Rec right now because I like their website, and so I use them a lot for, you know, finding out stuff to do, like Commander stuff or whatever. And I freaking saw this get announced, and I was like, holy crap, I love Sonic. I'm a freaking what are the kids who like, there's Sonic autism or whatever? That's me. That's me. I love Sonic. I haven't played like every single game, but I've always grown up with it or whatever, and I've loved it. So there's 3 different ones. There is a Secret Lair X Sonic Friends and Foes. So this is the one that has the actual creatures in it and everything. So there's like Sonic the Hedgehog, which it's not Sonic the Hedgehog reskin of whatever else. It is actually like Sonic the Hedgehog in Universes Beyond. Really cool. It's got Hedgehog Warrior on it. So I just wanted to go over all the cards that I noticed, and just really go from there. Yeah, just do like a quick little update video like I did with the Deadpool ones, and then like I think I really only did the Deadpool one for Secret Lair. Maybe. Well, I've done like a Secret Lair unboxing. This one is definitely getting unboxed. I'm jumping on. I don't work Mondays anymore, so I'm like so relieved I don't have to worry about waking up super early before work and being tired all day. So that'd be amazing. So first one is Sonic the Hedgehog. He is a 1 blue, red, and white, which fits. He's got white, blue, and red. So, you know, funny. He is a 2/4 legendary creature, Hedgehog Warrior, which is so cool that they have Hedgehog for it. I don't know if Hedgehog is a is an actual term in Magic or not, but you know, if it is, I'll throw it up on screen. I'm going to try to get this bigger for you guys. There we go. I'm doing it live as usual. Don't worry about that. There we go. See, that's perfect size. Okay, so he has haste and then gotta go fast. Whenever Sonic the Hedgehog attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control with flash or haste. So everything that has flash or haste, you would want to be building out this this deck with. And then whenever a creature you control with flash or haste is dealt damage, create a tapped treasure token. So it's kind of different. So not when they deal damage, it's when damage is dealt to them. So you could basically build a deck surrounded around like creatures, of course, that have flash and haste. We'll get more into that later with the other ones. Creatures with flash or haste, and then just ping them over and over again. So if you have like little like 1-drop stuff like at the end of your like fighting and everything, if no one's taking damage, you don't like want to risk them dying or anything, just like ping them for 1. Just have a bunch of like ping damage, like instants or sorceries or anything like that, and then you just make treasure tokens over and over and over again. So at your next upkeep, you untap them all and you have all that many treasure tokens. He's pretty cool. I kind of want to build a deck around him. Once EDH Rec like puts him in the system, you can go through and like look at. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I'm just saying they have no idea who I am. I just like their website. But that would be really cool once they get that up there to go through and like build a deck and maybe do like a video on it. I got a couple other videos of mine for deck techs and stuff. That I want to do, one for Clive that I have, and then one for Sophia Dog Detective. I don't see many people use her, but I made a dog deck with her that is pretty good. So that's Sonic. He's gonna be the first one that I do out of all of them, so that one's pretty good. So the next one is, let me get that centered. Miles Tails Prower. For those of you that did not know, Tails is his nickname. Is it his nickname or his middle name? I don't think it's his middle name. I think it's just his nickname. But his name is Miles Prower. But I love that art. That art is so cool. It's very different from the rest of the cards we'll see. The other cards are kind of like the Archie comics. This is more of just regular art that people did, so that's pretty cool. He's a 1 white and blue legendary creature, Fox Artificer. He's a 3/1, which is, you know, that kind of makes sense because he's a little, I don't even know. He's a scaredy cat. He gets hit a bunch or whatever. But in some of the games and stuff, he's a little scaredy. But I like that. He has Flash and Flying, and he's also white and blue, so he can fit in a Sonic deck. And then also has Flash and Flying, so he would get +1/+1 for every time. What is it called? Whenever Sonic he attacks. Oh yeah, and it's whenever Sonic attacks, not whenever he does damage to somebody. So that's pretty cool. Whenever a vehicle you control enters, draw a card if it has flying. Otherwise, put a flying counter on it. So he would be really good for a vehicle deck. And you can basically do whatever you want for vehicles, which is pretty cool. Keep an eye out for him for the new set, Edge of Eternities or whatever it's called, coming out. There's gonna be a lot of new vehicles and like spacecrafts and stuff, so that's gonna be pretty cool. I'm probably gonna throw him in the Sonic deck just to have a full-blown just Sonic deck. But I feel like that'd be pretty good. Yeah, he's not like the greatest thing that I've seen, but it's really cool to have like a bunch of just vehicles just flying. That'd be pretty cool. The next one is Amy Rose. So Amy Rose is a 2, a red, and a white, and she's a 3/3 Hedgehog Warrior legendary creature. So you can use her as a commander, or since she's a red and a white, you can throw her into Sonics, which is pretty cool because she also has haste, so that fits. And then whenever Amy Rose attacks, attach up to 1 equipment to her, then up to 1 target attacking creature gets +X +0 until the end of turn, where X is Amy Rose's power. So I don't think, the wording is kind of weird. I don't think you have to attach an equipment to her, then it happens. I think it's if you have an equipment or not, this still happens regardless. So something's still going to get the +3/0 no matter what, even if you don't have an equipment. But she's that's a pretty cool equipment commander. You get her boosted up or whatever, that'd be pretty cool. So not all of them like fit within the Sonic deck, like overall. Like if you could just get Sonic as a overall commander, they don't all like, you know, fit meshly, or they all have haste, so that's pretty good. I'm trying to explain, but their abilities are good like on their own. They don't really fit like a Sonic deck, I guess, unless you make it. But she's pretty good. I like her a lot. And then one that I don't hear a lot of people talking about, there's one, we'll get to it later, that everybody's going nutso about, is Knuckles the Echidna. So from what I've seen, so he's a 2 and a red and a red. He's a 2/4. I don't know. I'm trying to, with Deadpool having the 5'3" and that being like Wolverine's height, I'm trying to see like if there's any references for this. But the only thing I can think of is that he's like got 4 knuckles and 2 hands. I don't know. But he's a legendary Echidna warrior, which is cool because they added the Echidna. I don't think that was anything before. He has double strike, trample, and haste, which would fit with Sonic. That's a big one, so if he gets pretty big, that'd be pretty good. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. So that's more treasure tokens that you're getting, and Sonic is making treasure tokens, so that's pretty good. And at the beginning of your upkeep, if you control 30 or more artifacts, you win the game. That's pretty good. It's not as good as some other ones. What are they called? Is it like Hellkite something or another? If I remember it, I'll throw it up on screen. It's a dragon, and it's like, if you have 20 or more artifacts, it's like you take control of other people's artifacts, and if you control 20 or more artifacts, you win the game. Really expensive card. I think it's like $20 or something like that. Maybe if I'm misremembering or whatever. But that would be pretty good. He's a pretty cool commander on his own, especially if you get a lot of like treasure token stuff, because there's a lot of stuff that can make a lot of treasure tokens real fast. Like one thing, like off the top of my head, he could combo with one of the combos I have in one of my decks is Nuka-Cola Machine and what is that card called? Academy manufacturer, those all bounce off of each other because he'll make a treasure token. It'll make everything all at once. You could sack a food token, and then like it just go on and so forth, and you would have that infinite combo that you could just stop at one point, and then you end up having 30, and then you win. So that's pretty good. I see him being expensive. I don't know. Not a lot of people are hyped about him that I see. So maybe not. Maybe I'm misthinking him being that good. But like I said, he would go probably in my Sonic deck. And so the next one is Dr. Eggman. Oh, we're getting a little spoilers for the next one. So he is a 2 blue, black, and red. He's a 3/6, and then legendary human scientist. I'm trying to figure out what that 3/6 maybe is. That's very specific and weird. Maybe I'm just misthinking. I don't know. He has flying because of course. And then at the beginning of your end step, draw a card. Then each opponent that faces a villainous choice, that player discards a card, or you may put a construct, robot, or vehicle card from your card hand onto the battlefield. That goes kind of sicko mode. So it's every single player. So wait. Then each opponent faces a villainous choice. That player discards a card. Yes. So I think that's what it's saying is for every single opponent, they all like either have to discard a card, or you can put, if you're playing with 4 people, 3 construct, robots, or vehicles cards for free onto the battlefield. That goes kind of sicko mode. That's pretty cool. So that's the end step, so it's not as powerful. So if you did it on like the upkeep, that would go kind of bonkers, but that would be kind of overpowered. I really want an Eggman deck. That one would go crazy. He's pretty cool. I don't have a lot of artifact decks or robots or anything like that, or vehicles. I definitely don't have a vehicle deck, but I do have just one artifact deck, and that one goes kind of bonkers. But the next one that everybody's freaking out about is Shadow the Hedgehog, our edgy lord himself, our Sabrina Carpenter fan in the house. Yeah, he's here. He is a 2 black and 2 red. He's a 4/2 Hedgehog mercenary, which is pretty cool, and he has haste. He won't fit in Sonic's because he is a black. He has red, but you know, black and red wouldn't fit in that. But he's pretty cool on his own. He would fit into Eggman's, but I mean, it would kind of make sense him fitting into Eggman's. That would be pretty cool, like just for lore reasons. But by himself, he's good. Whenever he has haste, whenever Shadow the Hedgehog or another creature you control with flash or haste dies, draw a card. Chaos control. Each spell you cast has split second. If mana from an artifact was spent to cast it. It says as long as it's on the stack, players can't cast spells or activate abilities that aren't mana abilities. So I don't really know what split second means. This might be a deck that I build and like learn more about it. If you can tell me in the comments, that'd be pretty cool. I just don't really know what split second. I've seen some cards with it, and I've kind of just ignored it because I don't want to seem dumb at the table whenever I play it at a wrong time or something. So yeah, definitely let me know. But people have been freaking out about him because apparently for black and red, he goes bonkers. I like his little art. It doesn't seem like more like the Archie art style at all. It seems like its own, whoever Tracy Yardley is, maybe that's their thing. And then the second most popular card that I've seen is Superstate, which goes absolutely crazy. We don't have too many cool like auras like this. This might be an aura that you include in a lot of decks. If you can get it. I don't know how expensive it's going to be after the drop goes. But it's a legendary enchantment aura. Enchant creature you control. Sorry, I need a drink of water or something. Enchanted creature has base power and toughness 9/9, has flying, first strike, trample, and haste. Whenever enchanted creature deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to each opponent. That is crazy, because I'm trying to think. If it's combat damage, Yes, so it's combat damage. So if you put that on your commander and you hit somebody and it deals that much damage, since it's technically combat damage, does that do commander damage to everybody else? That I need to look more into that, but that would go crazy, just for like any deck. So I don't know, this might be included in a lot of decks depending on how expensive it is. This seems like a card that can get really expensive, so it might be one of those cards you either, you know, proxy, or you might just pass it around to each deck, say like have an empty sleeve in each deck and just like, you know, pass it around, depending on how expensive it is. But that's a really cool card. I like the artwork on it and everything. It looks kind of like it's the same Tracy person, so it looks like kind of like the shadow artwork a little bit. So that's pretty cool. But the next one, also prices. So it is $29.99 in non-foil and $39.99 in foil, which they did raise prices for stuff like that. But as you see here, these are going to be cheaper. We'll see. It might be just because Sega is actually like, I don't know, or it might be just because they're actual, not just reskins or whatever. But man, all these are really cool. I'm really excited for the Sonic one. I'm really excited. I like the Eggman one. The Eggman one's cool. Same thing with Superstate. Superstate seems pretty cool. So the next one is called Turbo Gear. It is all just reskins, so I'm not going to go over them too much and make this video too drawn out or anything like that. Oh god, I'm pressing on things. So it is Air Shoes, which is just Swiftfoot boots, which is pretty cool. We all know what Swiftfoot boots do. And then it has Shadow the Hedgehog being cringy. If the world turns against me, I will fight as I always have. That's so cringe. The next one is Egg Hammer, and it is Mere Battlesphere. We'll see how that's cool in just a second. I have this card in my artifact deck, and it goes pretty good because of how many it makes. But Mere Battlesphere Egg Hammer is pretty cool. No quotes or anything on it. Knuckles Gloves, which is pretty cool. It is the Reaver Cleaver, which I don't really know what this one does, but I love the art on this. This art is amazing. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage, okay, it makes that many treasure tokens. That's pretty cool. We got the Pico Pico Hammer, which is pretty cool. It's Amy's hammer. So basically all of their equipment. So that's dope, because the next one is the Power Sneakers, which is his sneakers. And then one of the coolest ones is Tornado Sonic's biplane. So really, is it Sonic's plane if he doesn't fly it? I mean, maybe, but really it's Tails' plane. It's kind of his, but I really like this one. That's probably my favorite out of all of them. Just from the artwork alone, it's pretty cool. That would be, all of these would really be one that you would throw into each one. Like if oh god, I'm scrolling like crazy. This one I would definitely put in the Eggman deck. I would put this, it's Swiftfoot boots, it can go in any, but you're gonna put it in the Shadow deck. You're not gonna put it in freaking like a Knuckles deck or something. You're just gonna get regular Swiftfoot boots. But then they have a mirror token, which is an egg pawn, which is pretty cool. I really like that egg pawn. And so these are gonna be $29.99 in non-foil, and then $39.99 in foil. Am I mistaken? Hold on. No, same price. I thought I saw somewhere that they were different prices, but never mind then. And so the next one is Chasing Adventure. These are just reskins as well. It's not like called anything else. These are just with different art. And one of my favorite ones is Soul Ring. Dude, that's so sick. An adventure's no fun if it's too easy. That's cool. But then look, if you look at this, I'm pretty sure this is all of the Chaos Emeralds spinning around him super fast. If it's not, I have no idea. Maybe it's like one of the rings that make him go like super fast in like one of the levels. I thought it was just the Chaos Emeralds going around. Either way, it still looks sick. If it's the Chaos Emeralds, I wish they had like the emeralds just around, kind of. but I like how he's like jumping up, being all cool. But the next one is Open the Armory. That one is just so cartoony. That is so cool. You just search for an order of equipment, reveal it. That's cool. Then Generous Gift. My lore might be all kinds of whack right now because I have no idea what this elephant is from. Leave down in the comments if you know. I'm sure you do, and you're gonna call me a stupid dummy dum-dum, but I just don't know. I saw it and I was just like, it's cute, it's got Sonic. Unless the only thing I can think of is it's like from the original games and he's breaking it open and like the animals are escaping. Maybe that's it, I'm not sure. Fabricate. And then search your library for an artifact. That's gonna go perfect in the Tails deck because of what's it called? It's because of vehicles and stuff. And then Deadly Dispute with Shadow on it, being all edgelord and everything with his chest hair out. Pretty cool. And then we got Unexpected Windfall. Knuckles got a big old him protecting the Chaos Emerald. That's pretty cool. And then one of the other cooler ones is the Treasure Token, and it is it's just a big old ring, which I like this one. I like this one a lot. And then of course all these are going to be $29.99 in non-foiled, $39.99 in foil. Don't really know which one I'm gonna get. I'm probably just gonna stick with the non-foil. I feel like that'd be like the correct route to go. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I mean that's it. I was trying to make theories on what the like the bonus cards are gonna be, and I swear to sweet baby Jesus, I will cream myself if they Magic. Please tell me you did this. Send me a DM or something. I won't tell any. If I tell anybody you did this, you can send the Pinkertons out on me or something. I don't know, but I just need to know if the bonus card is is a werehog from Sonic Unleashed. I will cream myself, dude. Like on the spot. Oh my god. If there is a werehog from Sonic Unleashed and it has the like abilities of like a werewolf, where if you do a certain thing it becomes nighttime and then you flip it and it turns into Sonic the Werehog. Oh my god. Please somebody, if that's not already out there, steal my idea, make it, send it to me. If there already is, comment down below or something. I don't know. That would be so cool as like even just a proxy or anything. That never even came into my head. And I never even thought Sonic would be in Magic, but here we are. But if that exists, dude, oh my god, that would be so cool. But yeah, that was the Sonic Secret Lair drop. I'm really, really excited for it. It comes out July 14th at like, I think like 9 a.m. like, what is it called? 9 a.m. Like Pacific time or Eastern time? Pacific time, I think. Because I'm Central time and it comes out 11. So definitely 11 a.m. Central time is when it happens. So whatever that is to you, just do the math on that. But yeah, let me know if you're excited for this. I'm excited for it. A lot of people hate, you know, Universes Beyond and stuff. I'm kind of just like, screw it. It's Secret Lair. That's what the whole point of Secret Lair is. I wouldn't cry about it just because it's cool. But yeah, let me know your favorite card that you're excited for. And yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed, I suggest you subscribe. That'd be pretty cool of you. And if you're already down there, you should like and comment as well. And yeah, I hope everybody has a good night, and I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye.